Welcome back. I keep wanting to save between videos, but I can't. This game only autosaves. It's not as bad as you think, because it does keep a history of the save, so you can pretty much pick up from any previous save as you want, which also makes me question why there's an autosave. At first I thought they didn't want to let you save so you couldn't easily, like, just try all the choices, which would make them less impactful, I guess. But if they're going to let you go back to an arbitrary point anyway, then why? And the checkpoints are just really annoying for a Let's Player, because it means that if I stop here, I would have to redo everything since the last checkpoint, and then until I get here, so I can pick up where I left off. Which is very annoying. We already met the General, theoretically blind Bob, and Enu, who might just die from embarrassment over that meeting, but let's see what else we can find in here. We've seen those animals before. They were all over Marcuria. I guess that's the white of the Draken, surrounding a symbol of the balance. An awful lot I can actually look at here. I guess this is where they stashed most of the books, or at least some of them.
The Resistance. A year ago I fought them.
I guess we run out of generic rebel comments. I don't think there's anybody else here that we can talk to right now. Nope. Back down there is actually just back to our room. So let's keep looking around here. Well-dressed rebel.
That one looks better dressed than most of the other rebels. He doesn't quite fit in. I don't think that one has seen a lot of field combat.
Well, let's talk to him.
Hoi, Alvane Dar. It's an honor seeing your eyes.
That sounded like some kind of proper greeting.
If he has something to say to me, he will say it. Dar is an honorific in Azadir, and Hoi a common greeting. He must have had interactions with Azadi, or studied the language and culture.
Hoi is the common greeting? Are the Azadi Dutch?
Who taught you the proper Azadi form of address?
Oh, I did business with with the Azadi for several years. Until my aunt's tavern was shut down and she was arrested. Until I learned what was really happening. You took part in that raid. At the Journeyman Inn. Benreem Salmin is my mother's sister. She raised me after my mother died. I took her surname. I'm Jakai. Jakai Salmin.
He's Benreem Salmin's nephew? And he can't pronounce her name.
I arrested his aunt, but apologizing won't do anything to change that. I was following orders when I arrested his aunt, but that doesn't absolve me of responsibility. Your aunt was harboring rebels. I was under orders to arrest her. I'm sorry for what happened to her. Your aunt is a strong and honorable woman.
Oh, I don't blame you, Dar. Neither does my aunt. In fact, it was her idea to break you out. She knows you'll be an asset to us. You know, I only joined the Resistance less than a year ago. Before that, I was a businessman, and my customers were mostly Azadi.
Well, I guess no reason to be rude to this guy either.
I don't have time to listen to his story now. He obviously wants to tell me his story. I should let him.
It was good business. I profited from the occupation. I made a lot of money. It shames me to admit it now, but I actually believed in the Azadi. What they were saying made sense. Even the things they say about magicals. For a while, I blamed them for everything. I even went so far as to join the National Front for Faith and Family. Do you know who they are? Azadi collaborators. Anti-magical crusaders. Turncoats. I'm not proud of that.
Every war seems to have its collaborators, it seems.
He has a lot on his chest, but I don't have time for any more. Not now. This story seems important to him. He needs to get this off his chest. I should let him continue.
But then, when my aunt was detained and sentenced to 5 years in Cold Stone, it changed everything. Opened my eyes. I realized it wasn't the Magicals who were at fault. It was the Azadi. It was us. Those of us who didn't speak up or take action. Those of us who'd betrayed our own.
Well, we'll let him keep going.
He really wants to get this off his chest. I understand. I'll let him finish his story.
I sought out the resistance. And now here I am. With all these brave people, like Anu. Ah, she's great, isn't she? I'm really impressed with how she holds up. Boy, the Zid are a really striking people. So pretty. Anyway, that's my story.
It's quite a story.
Isn't it, though? I'm glad to have you with us, Dar. It'll make a huge difference. You have my support.
I should be getting ready for tonight.
Of course, Alvane Dar. Kian. I'm sorry for going on and on. Good luck out there.
Someone has a crush. Let's see, is there anybody else here we can talk to? Or something we could actually look at, maybe? Seems almost too much to ask. Liko. That should be an interesting conversation.
That one doesn't much like me. Liko, a Dolmari.
So the Apostle has finally risen. A shame the fever didn't kill you. We'd all be better off. An even greater shame that a good man had to die for you to live.
He definitely harbors a lot of resentment, doesn't he?
No matter the circumstances, I will never let anyone speak to me in that way. He hates me. But why wouldn't he? His people has caused mine suffering and death, and we have returned the favor twofold. We will always be enemies. I'm certain again that I have seen this Dolmari before.
I still want to know more about that.
We have met before, Dolmari. I know it.
We have. I wouldn't expect you to remember where. I'm sure it mattered little to you. Just one more blue face amongst the thousands you have murdered. Like you, I'm from the West, from the great continent we call Antigua Aba, land of the setting sun. The place your people call Mihanmir, and then Azadir, as though through occupation you came to possess it.
You are of the Azad Dolmari tribes.
I am of the Dol Antigua, the Western Dolmari, first of my people. And yes, we have met before, Apostle Alvani. You murdered my father in front of me. If it hadn't been for my mother holding me back, I would have torn your throat out, and then neither of us would be here today. We faced each other again years afterwards, but I'm sure you have no memory of that either. After all, what's another filthy magical? You made me who I am today, and someday soon, I will unmake you. But I swore to Shepherd that I'd set my private grievances aside. For now. Unlike you, I keep my oaths. But if I ever suspect you plan to betray us like you betrayed your own, I will not hesitate. I will kill you. And once this war is over, we'll settle our accounts. You will pay for my father's death, my mother's grief, and my people's suffering. Mark my words, Butcher. Your days are counted.
Light to the
Okay.
goddess.
Quite understandable then why he hates us. I have a feeling that that is not often going to change. Oh. I guess that means we're ready to go on a mission? Get your mission from Shepard. Update it. And Liko is running away. Or walking away briskly, I guess. Alright, let's talk to Shepard and get our mission.
Are you ready, Kian?
I am.
Good. Liko and Eno are joining you. They will tell you what you need to do tonight.
I'm not yet sure what they expect me to do once I'm inside the city. I'm a wanted criminal, and if any Azadi sees me, he'll sound the alarm. But I'm sure they have a plan. How do they expect me to enter the city and not be recognized, even at night? If any Azadi sees me, they'll sound the alarm in an instant.
That does sound like an important question to answer before we go on a mission.
How do you expect me to walk around unseen? Any Azadi will recognize me in an instant.
Of course. That's why our Zidmari sorceress made this, especially for you.
Magic.
There's no escaping it here. If you want to help us, I'm afraid you must drink it.
A Bakshivan masking potion.
Not quite, but a good guess. A masking potion would last for less than an hour. This is an Irhadian veil. It remains potent for days.
It makes all but the trained eyes slide off you. Unless I speak to anyone, the guards won't even notice me. I'll be like a shadow to them. It's a very potent and very costly magic. Not easy to come by.
You know your potions.
When I trained to become an apostle, I was required to learn magic. Know your enemy.
I'm sure that will serve you well. Drink it before you step ashore, and the veil will conceal you. But be cautious still. Don't speak to any Azadi guards or sympathizers. Don't attract attention. And remember that those who know you intimately can always see through the veil. Liko and Enu are waiting for you down the stairs in the hidden harbor. But you can't go into Marcuria looking like that. You'll need to get dressed. I've left some clothes on your bed. I trust they will fit you well.
Alright. Change your clothes before meeting Enu and Liko by the water. Let's do that. Seems we're going into Marcuria. That will be very interesting to see indeed.
What do you think the Asadi are building? Those machines and metal cubes everywhere.
I hear it's some sort of weapon.
A little bird told me it's a new form of indoor plumbing. Apparently, you'd just be able to push a button to get rid of all your...
Oh, right, that must be it. We're risking our lives to learn more about Azadi plumbing. You absolute tit.
Yeah, whatever the Azadi are doing, it's probably not building plumbing. Those are the clothes, I guess?
They've left fresh clothes out for me. Question is, will they fit?
Well, they did have quite a few days to measure you, so I'm guessing they will. And they do.
If we keep losing people without winning any ground against the Azadi, I mean, what's the fucking point?
Someone needs to fight. Oh, we didn't see you there.
I hope your mission tonight is a success.
I guess you can't eavesdrop on them when you're standing too close. Oh well. Again, look at that. Really? No. Oh well, we need to go down the stairs here. It's over there.
Best of luck on your mission. You couldn't ask for better companions than Liko and Eno.
I don't think we can go over here. Okay. Fair enough. We will go over here. To the secret harbor, apparently.
Do you get seasick?
What?
Oh, I just want to know if you're going to get all pukey on us, that's all.
I have been on a boat before.
Good. Then I don't mind sitting next to you.
We've wasted enough time. We need to leave. I'll tell you about the mission once we're on our way.
After you, Kian.
Alright, time to go. Let's hope what they have us do isn't too problematic. I guess it's mainly just to find out whether or not Kian is actually loyal to them. That's why Liko and Anu are coming along after all. It's Marcuria! See the big tower in the
We
background.
need to split up. There's much to do, and we don't want to arouse suspicion.
Maybe some instructions first?
As I said on the boat we were just on minutes ago, Kian has 3 tasks. I'm hoping your memory is better than the Zid's, Apostle.
And apparently Kian does remember. We have 3 tasks to do.
Liko talked about a large shipment of weapons that must be destroyed. There's a shipment that needs to be destroyed.
We've been informed that crates with weapons have arrived from Azadir. Muskets, cannons, gunpowder. They'll move the shipment to the tower barracks in the morning, but for now, it sits just outside the south gates. You need to destroy it, preferably in a way that gets their attention. We want the Azadi off balance and spooked.
Basically, as much noise and fire as possible. Think big explosion.
Alright, I'll be sure to bring in the Mythbusters.
There's a traitor in their midst. I need to identify this person before he or she can cause more harm. I'll be looking for a turncoat in Old Town.
Right. Unfortunately, that's all we know. Someone in Old Town spying for the Azadi.
He
Or she.
probably frequents the magic ghetto, but she, must be human, or they could not be working with the Azadi.
We also believe they attend National Front meetings. National Fronters are traitors, Azadi collaborators. Their leader, Honor Hilaris, holds regular secret meetings somewhere in the city. That's probably our best chance of identifying the traitor. Sneak into one of those meetings and identify our guy. Girl, woman, person?
I'll begin my investigations in the market.
And lastly,
I'm supposed to visit someone called the Mole, a code name. This powerful man runs the criminal underworld in Old Town. Where can I find this man they call the Mole?
Oh, it's
The
not
Mole's burrow is right here in Shady Quay, Kian.
Ah, right. Yes, Kian, you will find the Mole close by. He is close by, this man who is called the Mole. Who is a human man, obviously.
God save us from Zidlings and their lack of subtleties. The Mole operates an underground supply network out of the magic ghetto. We need food, medicine, and arms. And so we need to maintain, good relations. Whatever the Mole asks of you, do it. Without questions.
okay. Because we need to find this small person who is definitely just a regular human man. Sure.
It's time to get started. I'm ready.
You're on your own now. Anu and I have other assignments tonight. Once you've identified the turncoat, I'll meet you in the magic market. It's not far from here. Follow this street into Old Town.
Afterwards, we'll meet up at the Cock and
The
Puss.
Rooster and Kitten. It's a tavern on Reed Avenue, right off the Southgate Market. Ulvik, the publican, is a friend of the Resistance.
I'm sure it's all very confusing right now, Kian, but there are maps everywhere. You can't get lost. Well, you can probably get lost. Are you going to get lost?
I'll find my way, Anu.
Right, good luck, big guy. Guys, both of you...
Goddess, forgive me for this. That tastes pretty good, to be honest. Unless I make myself noticed, or meet someone who knows me well, I'll remain veiled.
Okay, let's hope it works. It's, Shady Quay. Isn't that pronounced Shady Key? Anyway. Which is a location we've actually visited before in Dreamfall. In fact, the Dark People's ship that April used to get to the Dark People's library was moored on this very pier. Over there is the big harbor, where Captain Nebeva's ship was moored in the lighthouse. Doesn't look like there's an awful lot of ships in port at the moment. Much like Propast, Marcuria is now also one big open world, in quotes, area, which means we can now walk around it without having to stop for a loading screen every 2 paces, like in Dreamfall. And we have our goals. The mole, seek out the mole near Shady Key. Weapon shipment, dispose of the Azadi shipment in the Southgate Harbor. Trader, identify the Azadi collaborator in the Old Town Market. And one more, optional, you made a promise to Arn Stant, seek out his family and the bones. Now, if you played this game when it was coming out, this was months after the first part, so you probably wouldn't have remembered who Arn Stant is. He is the prisoner that we killed in the prison, the one who would otherwise have been tortured and was going to die anyway, so we put him out of our misery, and we promised him to tell his family what happened. So we should probably do that. Merry Minstrom Brewery. I'm surprised they still use the name Minstrom. That seems like a dangerous thing to do. Also, it looks like Marcuria has a rat problem. Well, there's no Crowboy to help us find our way around here. There is this map of Marcuria. There is placed on various different things, and I can't point anything out because my mouse doesn't work. You can see a little cross in the bottom there. That's where we are right now, near F, which is Shady Key. We also see a number of places nearby, such as the Magic Market. It's all part of Old Town, which is the Magic Ghetto. Then if we go out of Old Town to the right there, we would go to D, which is Southgate, which is where that weapon shipment is, which leads out to the Marcuria Harbor. To the north of there is Ireed Avenue, which is which leads to the temple if you go further north there, but I don't think we can. At least it's not on the map. From there is the City Green, and apparently there's a petrified tree in there. And an area called the Bones, which is indeed where Arn Stant told us his family lived. And the Journeyman's Inn is in the corner there on the left, which I assume is closed, considering Madrime Salmon was captured. A place called the Bench in the north there. And that seems to be about it. There's a conspicuous person standing over there. A bunch of airships, which we know the Azadi use. I guess we should look for the mole first, because they're supposed to be around here somewhere. Maybe this guy knows. He is indeed very shifty.
The mole's expecting you.
Oh, whoa.
You'll wait your turn in the back. Don't speak unless spoken to. And no funny business. Alright?
Well, let's hope all of our assignments are this easy.
He's not doing a very good job of being inconspicuous. But maybe that's the idea.
Perhaps. Let's go in. See who this mole is and what we can do to get his help. Is that the mole? Can't look at it.
Merely an unfortunate side effect, Madam Mole. I don't expect...
Unfortunate side effect? Is lot more than unfortunate side effect. Is mud-riddled catastrophe is what is. Everyone in bar sleep. Everyone who drink wine close eyes and start snore. Not good for business.
Well, yes, we put too much of the poppy stem in the mix. I blame the...
Don't care. Responsibility on you. You cause disaster, you fix disaster. Poppy stem only to make wine more good, give spice, make more people buy wine. This make people not buy wine. This make people sleep and not drink any more wine. Make people buy other wine. This is bad thing, not good thing. Bad thing. So, you fix. How you will fix?
Oh, well, see, that's the problem. We've run out of poppy stem. It went into that one shipment.
Earth save us from you lot. Without poppy stem, our wine just wine. Nothing extra, no spice. Very well. You get Evensong from City Green. It grow there. Goat eat it. Goat love it. Goat get dizzy and fall over. Goat never know when enough is enough. Not same as poppy stem Evensong, but we'll do for now. Make wine more special again.
Thank you, madam. I'll...
Mix right amount next time. Not too little or no spice, and not too big, or everyone go sleep. And if everyone sleep, you sleep. You sleep long sleep. Final sleep.
Oh, right. Gods. Yes, thank you, milady, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What are you doing, Azadi? Come out of shadow. Let me see you.
I have the feeling the mole is a Bandu. Interesting. Literally a mole, then, even though they don't like being called that. April, of course, met the Bandu on her way north to fight Roper Clax, and they also held one of the pieces of the disc. Also, that information about Evensong, probably not important. You can just forget that.
Is that... Goddess, that's the mole.
Well spotted, Kian.
This is not what I expected. Is that... Goddess, that's the mole.
We need, her help, I guess. But how to best ask for it?
She must know who I am, and why I'm here. Maybe she wasn't informed of my visit. Maybe she has no idea I'm with the Resistance and believes that I represent the Azadi. The creature clearly harbors a lot of animosity towards my people. Perhaps that's understandable. But if she only sees me as the enemy, it'll be impossible to come to terms.
I have a feeling she knows what's going on.
She must know. We need your help.
You need something, I need something. Everyone needs something. Let me tell you how my operation work. You do something for me, I do something back. His only way is never first. Never, never first. Because I am the mole. So sing your song. Let me know what you need, and then hear what I need. Come on, come on.
I'm asking for help to fight the Azadi. Wouldn't that count as doing for you?
But you are Azadi.
I am.
An apostle.
I was.
Ugh. I'm not like human. Azadi, they are worst of lot. How I know Azadi not playing me? How I know you not playing me?
Goddess save us all. I am Kian Alvane. I was the apostle, but now I'm a rebel. I'm here to make my people leave the Northlands and return to Azadir, and to ensure our so-called leaders stand trial for their crimes.
I dunno. Smell like trap. But let us pretend you speak truth. What you want with the mole?
I was told you could help us with weapons and supplies.
Maybe the mole can help with weapon, maybe she cannot. But before this question answered, you help me with something. Scratch back.
Scratch?
He's just saying. Not want your oversized hand all over back. Favour for me. Favour for you in turn.
What do you need?
Need to intercept runner. Messenger who pass word between guard station in city. There is letter I need. You help Mole do this, Mole will consider your problem.
I can do that.
Good for you, Apostle no more.
One condition. This runner. You will not hurt him.
I will not? Why not?
They use young men for runners. Boys. They have fought no battles, killed no rebels or magicals. They don't deserve to die.
They are still enemy.
I need your promise.
I promise. No one hurt your little runner. My man there will mark place on map where runner pass. From there you find place to take message from runner with no guard watching. Remember, no one must see. Very important this. You take letter from runner, we get letter from you, everyone goes separate way, everyone happy. When job done, talk to the mole again. The mole will be ready to talk business.
Let's see. What can we ask her?
There's much to do before the night is over. I wonder what sort of magical this one is. I've heard soldiers returning from the northern forests talk about the mole people who burrow into the mud.
That sounds like the Bandu, although a bit of a crude description of them.
What are you?
What I am, he asked. What I am? I am the mole.
That's not the name of your species.
My species, he say. The Azadi, always so tactful, always so sensitive. In my tongue that name be Banda Banta. It mean tiny folk who sing to earth and shape it, or something like this. It's fancy way of saying we live in muck, know many song and dig deep tunnel. So we are mole, deep dweller, digger, mole with fancy name, who speak and sing and also magic. Except a Zardi come and put fire and smoke in Banda tunnel, and when Banda come out, a Zardi slaughter. Every one of us, man, woman, child, infant, no mole spared, except me. Except old woman, left me for dead. I am last of species, Azadi, last of people, last of Banda Banta, last of mole. I am the mole. And now you go and come back only when finished. Go. Shoo, leave. You know door, easy to find, still open.
What? The Banda are all dead? But Ben and all the others. That's terrible. Oh my god. Poor woman. We got this map apparently. And a new goal. Use the mole's map to find the Azadi messenger. Look at the map. Apparently he runs this route, which should be pretty easy to find. There's a checkpoint indicated here, so that's probably where we need to find him. So we need to do that now, in addition to our other tasks. And I'm sure that will give us occasion to explore Marcuria as well. Will be very interesting to see what the city is like right now. But we will do that in the next video.